Cricket, our national treasure? Or dying irrelevance? Bodyline, tactical genius? Or national disgrace? The 100, inspired innovation? Or misguided mistake? Join the cricket conversation with a subscription to the Cricketer magazine.
Game 2 of the Quarantine Cup and a first taste of the action for Northamptonshire and Hampshire. For Hampshire, Mason Crane, the 23-year-old leg spinner with a Test and T20 international cap to his name. A seasoned gamer, he says, spending much of his free time in front of a console on FIFA, Call of Duty, Madden, Football Manager. He's worried about Tamal Mills. That shouldn't matter. Tamal Mills in Sussex and not in Hampshire's group, and it's going to take some time before we reach a match between the two players. Instead, he's got to think about Northants and their player, Ricardo Vasconcelos. Ricardo, at 22 years of age, doesn't fancy himself going into this competition, despite being self-described as a semi-seasoned gamer. He's only played on Cricket 19 twice prior to the start of the season, but he has had plenty of time on the likes of Fortnite, Call of Duty, FIFA and Cricket 07 on the PS2. It's all down to luck, he says. Let's find out whether his is in as we join our commentator.
Hello and welcome to the Ageas Bowl, round 1 of the Quarantine Cup. Hampshire taking on Northamptonshire. Those the lineup. Sam Northeast captaining his opposite number. Alex Wakely has made a surprise return to the captaincy for this prestigious tournament. A look at conditions here. A little bit of grass on the pitch, but not much chance of rain. The sky is blue, so it looks like a belter of a pitch for batting, and we want to have no problems getting the full 5 overs a side in. Now, toss, let's have a look. Northamptonshire are calling, and what's Wakely going for? Nice to see that he's spent a bit of time trimming his beard while he's been in isolation. So Hampshire, opting to have a bit of a bowl today. Interesting decision given the conditions. Marvellous ground here at the Ageas Bowl. Just to remind you, 5 wickets, 5 out, all outs in this competition. 5 overs a side. Each bowler can only have 1 over, so got to make those 6 balls count. But this explosive opening pair for Northamptonshire, what can they do? The man behind the controls is one of them. Got to say, Ricardo Vasconcelos for Northamptonshire, but it's Richard Levy who's on strike here. And Fidel Edwards opening the bowling. Tight start. He went for a quick single. Levy having to turn, not always the quickest turners. But here's Vasconcelos then. You can see, first game of the competition, very little to go on in terms of form. It's a whole new format That is the most talked about live cricket. Oh, bunted off the hips. Up and over the top. Nice pick up on the boundary. The most talked about cricket competition in the world at the moment. In fact, the only cricket competition going on in the world at the moment. Right, Edwards. What was going to go for here? It's Mason Crane behind the controls for Hampshire. Dragging it down. Finding the gap. Now Mason Crane, when you put these two head to head, Mason Crane and Vasconcelos, in terms of the men at the controls, I think fair to say Mason Crane is the more seasoned gamer of the two. By his own admission, spends most of his free time in front of a console, although not so much experience at this particular game. Oh, we've gone fuller. Off the pad, and they'll sneak a leg by. In fact, two. Very, very slow off the mark there, the wicketkeeper. Lewis McManus for Hampshire. Oh, maybe there was a little bit of bat on that. Right then. As I said, Mason Crane. He says he's pretty adept at playing Brian Lara in the past, or Cricket 05, but doesn't know too much about the Cricket 19 version. Safely back into the keeper. You can notice the score, bottom left. None for 6. You can tell this one was designed by Aussies, can't you? Edwards, throwing it out wide. So that's the opening over. The crowd's starting to build here. Oh, here we go then, Nathan Lyon. What a signing he is for Hampshire. Australia's most successful off-spinner. He's only got 390 test wickets to his name. Bowling to the left-handed Vasconcelos. Around the wicket first of all. Wow, what a welcome to the crease. What a welcome that is to Nathan Lyon. Take that, he went full. It was just nothing short of it. Short arm jab over the rope. Problems here for Sam Northeast. What's he going to do with his field? He's got plenty back on that leg side boundary now. All about the communication between the batters. Going from wide of the crease. Shouts of catch it! Oh, taken! First wicket is down. Richard Levy goes. And high fives. Haven't seen too many of those around society of late. Nice to get a little bit of human contact on show with the Aegeus Bowl. And for a big, booming aerial drive. Well held indeed. So Levy goes. 4 balls, and he's gone for just 2. So an early blow for Hampshire. Remember, 5 out is all out in this Cricket 19 5s version. Oh, in comes Josh Cobb then. And Josh Cobb taken over the T20 captaincy for the Steelbacks for 2020. Slip in place then. Oh, devilish delivery. Maybe Josh Cobb just needs to allow himself to have a couple of sighters before going for any big drives. Switch of angle for Lyon. Oh, Cobb is being absolutely bamboozled here by the Australian. A little bit of interaction perhaps with the wicketkeeper there as well, McManus. And Nathan Lyon's got that smear of zinc across his cheeks, and the sun is shining at the Aegeus Bowl, but he's Certainly not as fierce as it would be in Sydney. Now then, now then! That's a typical Lion plea. Down on the knees, the arms spread. Umpire not having it. Now they can challenge. Oh, they're going for it. They are going for it. Let's have a look here then. Safe delivery. No worries about that. Oh, well. The big swing struck him in front. What is the verdict going to be? It's... Oh, he tried to get his foot to the pitch of the ball. It was not successful at all. Oh, I have about as much experience at PS4 DRS reviews as Cobb does against Nathan Lyon. The keeper looking to read the turn on that ball. Oh, I don't know how many more looks the umpire needs here. It's pitched in line. Surely going on to hit the stumps. This is a painful, painful process. No, not out is the verdict. There we go then, let's have a look. Nathan Lyon over. Oh, would have been hitting, final ball of that over. Alright, let's have a look. Change of bowling. Only one over per bowler, so Mason Crane has opted to bring on Shaheen Afridi. Crane exerting way more control than his on-field captain Sam Northeast. Here we go then, the Pakistan international, exciting left armour. Sliding it down the leg side. And yeah, indeed, wide. 6'6" of him, Shaheen Afridi. Can bowl at pace and can bang it in with a vicious bouncer. Full driven. Oh, well driven too. What a shot that was from Vasconcelos. I imagine he's in his living room or wherever he's at the controls here, just sitting back and appreciating his own work. Now Vasconcelos, he perhaps didn't have the best of times when he was picking his own team to play in this competition. He was a little bit slow. Oh! Thought that had got through, big clatter, had to dive though to make the single with Cobb. One leg by then, 1 for 19. No, Vasconcelos had the opportunity, had he wanted to pick Kieran Pollard, Fahim Ashraf or Paul Sterling. Switch of angle to the right armour, right-hander. And his screen timed out while he was having his own personal selection meeting with himself. I'm sure he's happy with the side that he's got here for Northampton. For the moment, he's at the non-striker's end. Cobb getting in on the action. One bounce for. Now that's going to help Northampton along a little bit. We need a few more of these. God, I hope there might have been more numbers in the crowd at the Ageas Bowl for this Hampshire's opening game in the Quarantine Cup. Matches are going to be played every weeknight at 7 PM and twice on a weekend at 2 PM and 5 PM. Up and over once more. Oh, and taken. And taken. Wicket for Shaheen Afridi. Oh, Nathan Lyon likes that. He's pumped. And have another look from wide of the crease. Trying to squeeze it up and over. Good point. He has a good running catch, taken over the shoulder. Those are not easy. Cobb on his way for just 4. Great catch by Sam Northeast. Set the standards in the field as captain. And here comes the Northants skipper. Like I said, he gave up the captaincy, would not have expected to have it thrust back in his hands for this tournament. But nothing is normal at the moment in the world. First ball, well, plenty of intent there from Vasconcelos. And get a couple hit. Leg byes for the total, he's gone for 4. Well, I did not see that. That's a scorecard so far then.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the spinner.
Here's a call from Mason Crane. He's at the controls and he's brought himself on. No, really don't want to mess up here. Leg spinner has got that one slip in place. Inspired as he was by Shane Warne in the Ashes in 2005. Oh, sticking on the pad. Oh, not a bad first ball then from Mason Crane. He's into the action straight away with an appeal. These umpires are hard to get an LBW past. 13 off 8 for Vasconcelos. New lad from Johannesburg. Oh, sky high, sky high. Where is this going? Is there anyone underneath it? Oh, there is. Well, there was, but they were in the crowd. Oh, this is why they love him at Wantage Road. Absolute power. And I can just imagine the smile and the grin on his face, sitting at home with the controls in his hand. Oh, I think that was Wakely. Here he is then, 6 off 2. Mason Crane. He deceived him. Was he out of his ground? No, says the umpire. Quick bit of work from behind the stumps from McManus. Where will Crane go this time? All the way. Oh, soft dismissal for Wakely. And Mason Crane, back at home, controlling himself. Yep, you can clap yourself, Mason, because you've picked up a wicket. Down on one knee, really clobbered it, but comfortable catch. Straight to point, and Wakely, short stay at the crease. 6 from his 4 balls. And Northants starting to struggle a little bit. They're relying a lot on Vasconcelos here. Rob Keogh comes out to join Vasconcelos in the middle. 3 for 33. 5 over the side, remember. So 1 more to come after this. Run rate 9 and over. No stats as yet to really go on to judge either how a team's performance could go from here. I think he's safe here. Oh, no, he's not. No, he is not safe. And another catch. Look at that for a celebration, reeling away. And Mason Crane's come to the party. Going for the big hit. Trying to clear the infield. Another good running catch, and Hampshire have taken their catches brilliantly throughout this innings. Keogh gone for a first ball duck, gone for a goldie. He's not happy with himself at all. Now, will Northants see out the 5 overs? Not coming Luke Proctor. It's Vasconcelos on strike. He's the man Northants need here to hit some lusty blows. Last ball of the over from Crane. Has he worked it away? No, tight in the field from Hampshire. It's good stuff from them. 4 for 33. 1 more over to come. Kyle Abbott. Yep, I like this selection to bowl the last over. Kyle Abbott, South African, all 6'3.5". Crucially, he states on his bio, that ½ inch, all important.
Yep.
Get two here, just the one. Just the one. Right, 5 balls for Northampton to try and bolster their total here. Kyle Abbott enjoys a little bit of fishing. See his Instagram feed. Can he catch one here? Bowled him! Cleaned up. What a sight that is for the fast bowler. Leg stump out of the ground. Between bat and pad. That was a poor shot from the left-hander advancing down the crease. I don't think he had his eye on the ball at all. Where does that leave things then for Northampton? Valiant effort from Vasconcelos. But 5 for 34 in the end. And really all the bowlers chipped in, but 2 wickets in the Mason Crane over really damaged the Northamptonshire effort. So 35 is going to be the target for Hampshire side, with James Vince and Aaron Donald, the 2 openers. Very quick turnarounds in this Cricket 19 game. Not much time for a cup of tea and a feet up.
Coming into the attack.
And the run chase underway straight away. Nathan Buck to James Vince. Full first up. Now is that half the pad, half an appeal? Oh, not sure the keeper will thank his teammate for that. Oh, how interested are they in this? Can we go for a challenge early on? No. So 34 from 29 balls. Hampshire, remember, opted to bowl first. Could yet prove to have been a wise decision. Oh, back of a length, a little lift there off the pitch from Nathan Buck. There's an opportunity to pull. Mason Crane in charge of the tactics here for Hampshire. Wide ball. What does the umpire have to say about that? Oh, he's happy with it. So, 1 run off the first 3 balls. Vince, though, yet to score himself. Leg by, or a bit of a save by the keeper then. Donald just needs to find the radar. Mason Crane is not... Sorry, Vasconcelos not helping out his teammate here at the controls. Clipped away. Don't mind for the umpire. Good throw back in. It's quite a hairdo from Nathan Buck as well. That deserves a little bit of comment. I hate to think at the moment, with all the hairdressers and barbers closed down, quite how he's going to keep that coiffure in good shape. Maybe he's got a housemate, somebody that can give him a bit of trim as the 3 months wears on. Full, looking to drive, big shout of no. One for 3. Donald. Big swing and a miss. Wants to keep his eye on the ball. First rule of any PS4 game. Look at that over. Some variable bounce there, variations in the length. The short ball really kicking up from Nathan Buck. And I think his captain will be pretty pleased with that. So Vasconcelos is opting for Ben Sanderson now. Right arm medium pace. As Northamptonshire fans may remember the golden year he had in 2018. Oh, the deliveries like that. Oh, now. Oh, hello. Hello, let's have a look. He wandered out of his crease. No. Speculative throw. He saw that forward movement. And realising that he could have stepped out of his ground. That was Vasconcelos, his wicket-keeper behind the stumps. But James Vince will be safe. Good to see the light up stumps. Sanderson continuing. 1 off 5 for James Vince. Strike rate needs to pick up here. Gully in place. That's more like it. That is more like it. Oh dear! And a terrible drop! A terrible drop! Well, the ball was hanging in the air. Oh, got away with one. Hampshire have absolutely got away with one. That is not going to please Vasconcelos behind the controls. And it's not going to please Alex Wakely, the captain. Into the pouch and out. Poor form, that Northamptonshire. They've really got to pick up their efforts here. Vince 3 off 6. Oh, he's got to invite that drive from James Vince. We'll see if he'll nick off. Vince fancies the leg side. There is protection at that deep square leg boundary just in front of square. And that's where he wanted it. He just dragged a touch. Hit it cleanly. Oh, tight one. He's putting the dive. And he got there safely enough. 35 to target, remember, 5 overs to get there. Hampshire in their first game of the Quarantine Cup on the cricketer.com. No real live sport, but we're bringing you live sport. And that one's taken. No mistake there. Extra cover getting in on the action. And that has Northants pumped. Well, they needed it. There's been a few loose deliveries, a dropped catch already. Really went for that. Yeah, safely held. Vince on his way, 5 off 9. Struggled to get that strike rate going. Now, who next for Hampshire? There's other tactics come into it, playing with the batting order. And Riley Russo opting for the fast-scoring left-hander. He can be a handful. But it's Donald who's on strike. And so the non-strikers end. Sanderson, 60 wickets. I mentioned that 2018 season, championship that was. So his white ball form. Well, was there an edge? Inside edge, yes there was. Oh, yes there was. Delight for Northants. 2 quick wickets. Now, is this going to derail Hampshire? Oh, hold on. I'm going to have another look at that, but a thick edge. And you wouldn't be wasting a review on that, surely. We knew he nicked it. Donald is gone, 3 balls, failed to score. So another deck on the scorecard. The crowd might be getting a little bit restless and feeling a little bit nervous here. 2 early wickets gone down. Sam North East out to bat. And the Milton Keynes man, Graham White, born in Milton Keynes. That's my first ever nightclub in Milton Keynes. The Golden Flamingo. Is that even still open? So a little bit of left arm spin. Just the one. Sam North East, bit of moving around the crease going on here. Yep, tight fielding. .26 needed off 16. Hampshire have got to really pick things up. Is Russo the man to do it? He's having a go. He's having a good go. Nobody out there. 92 yards. What a strike. Hampshire crowd on their feet. Pitched up. A wonderful bat swing, getting all his power behind it. Russo is a danger man here. Oh, no thanks, I'm going to get rid of him. Early, but safe. And 4 more. Well, sometimes a game can turn in the space of an over. This one's turning out to be a big over for Hampshire. Just a little blocked chip off the face of the bat. But steered wide of the fielder beautifully. I'll tell you what, that carpet of an outfield, it's like baize, a snooker table. Then White again. Now there's going to be 4 more. They've got a man on the boundary now, but he can't stop it. Massive over this is turning out to be. Oh dear, Graham White. He may well shake his head. Down touch. Just the control and ease. Just 10 needed off 13 now. Suddenly that run rate's come right down. 2 for 25 Hampshire. 5 overs aside, that's all. Oh, it's gone again.
Yep.
Oh, but out this time. Out this time. Oh, damage has been done though. Is there still time for Northants to claw things back? A little bit of a reward after a punishing over from Graham White. Fielder getting himself underneath it. Good position. Riley Russo, a quick assault, 17 off 5. And that may well have propelled Hampshire towards, well, has propelled them towards victory. They've got to finish the job off now. Now, what is Vasconcelos going to do? Who's the bowler to choose for the end of the innings? First of all, we've got the wicketkeeper coming out. Here is Lewis McManus.
Change of bowling. The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
And he's gone for Proctor. 1 more over to come after this, but with Hampshire only needing 10 runs to win, could be curtains unless Proctor can keep things tight. Protection on the deep cover boundary. Devilish delivery that. Speed of 77. 10 off 11. We're changing the field. Nifty change in the field from Vasconcelos at the controls. Proctor in full. Beautifully driven along the ground. Safe as houses. That's the way to score a 4. Hampshire motoring. 6 needed to win now. Oh, it's tough. It's tough out there for the bowlers. Hampshire feeling at home in front of their home crowd. Wonderful stroke. Just glorious. Six off 10. Who's going to be passing in the dressing room tonight? McManus. I don't really knew much about that one. Wanted to steal a single, wanted to grab one. 6 off 9. 35 is the target. 6 to win it. McManus on strike. He's only just come out to the middle. Oh, he's looking to finish it off in one blow here. He's still got time. What's he doing? Oh, yeah, they know that was close. So close to a top edge going through to the keeper. He took his eye off the ball completely. Still 6 needed to win. Here's McManus. Oh dear. He's eyeing up that leg side. He knows there's nobody back on that boundary, so it's probably the right thing to do, but this is a good little battle going on. Last ball of the over from Proctor. McManus. He's only made contact with thin air the last couple of deliveries. Back of the length. Oh, this one heaved away. Is this going to do it? Oh, you bet it does. A 6 to win it. What style from McManus. Victory for Hampshire in their opening game of the Quarantine Cup. In front of their home crowd, they're loving it. They're on their feet. A target of 35, eaten up by Hampshire. And for Northants, their on-field captain Wakely and their controls man Vasconcelos, it is a defeat. But Riley Russo, player of the match. Hampshire, well, they take the 2 points. Join us for more Quarantine Cup throughout this pandemic, weeknights 7 p.m, weekends 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. on the Cricketer YouTube channel.
Okay, so I've got Mason Crane on the phone, victorious against Ricardo Vasconcelos of Northamptonshire earlier. Mason, your reaction to getting off the mark with a victory and a solid victory?
Yeah, well, I'm happy with it because I think it shows that my practice and whatnot that I'd put in, I was practicing the right stuff. It was a good game. It was different. Luckily, I wasn't chasing too many, so yeah, that got over the line.
What did you make of Ricardo as an opponent?
I think he's quite a good opponent actually. He, by the sound of it, he was batting with the controls the wrong way around, so that must have been tough for him. But yeah, to be fair to him, he was quite good. He batted quite well, I thought. But yeah, in the end, it was nice to get off with a win.
Yeah, I think it was a bit mean, I think, of the admin team of this competition to suddenly turn things around on everyone after they'd been practicing with one set of controls. It's something that maybe the group union might have a word with them in time about.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think everyone's obviously trying their best to get the grip to the game and then move the goalpost, as it were. So yeah, it was different. But yeah, hopefully we can all get used to it and we can see some higher scores.
So early running suggests that maybe you'd be favourite. How do you deal with that sort of tag on your shoulders?
Yeah, I don't want to be the favourite. I don't. Yeah, there's still a few games to go, and I don't want to be the favourite just yet. I'm still getting to grips with the game, so I wouldn't call myself that just yet, but it was a nice start.
Well done. Well done. Congratulations on your win today.
Thank you.
So, Ricardo, unlucky today. Your first game of the tournament, you didn't quite manage to get a win under your belt, losing to Mason Crane of Hampshire. What did you make of the game?
No, it was a good game. Things didn't go our way from the beginning. A few errors on the team sheet, but yeah, I'm sure we'll bounce back in the next game.
What can we give our listeners and our viewers an idea of what happened there? What happened on the team sheet? Clerical error?
Yeah, just thought I had a bit more time than I did to pick the team, and it was the same thing with the default squad, so I didn't get to put in the big guns.
Yeah, you went in without any of your overseas. It looked like a bold move before the start, but we're starting to learn the truth now then.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a choice to leave out Ken Pollard and Naeem Ashraf, that's for sure.
We'll see them in the next game, but what did you make of Mason as an opponent?
Yeah, I thought he bowled really well. I think he took advantage of some early bit of teething problems that I think we both had. But yeah, I think he good opponent. Not sure how he's done in the rest in his other game, but yeah.
Going to have to lodge a complaint, I think, with the ECB over the fact they changed the control settings for your game just seconds before the start of the tournament.
Yeah, no, look, that was a curveball that wasn't ready for, but now we got used to the controls and we up for the next one.
Well, unlucky today, Ricardo, and look forward to seeing you in action again soon.
Thank you very much.
A quick look at the table then in Group 1, and obviously no surprises here. One game, one defeat for Northants, one victory for Mason, Crane and Hampshire. That's all that we've got time for today. Join us again tomorrow when Warwickshire will be taking on Essex, both teams making their first appearances in this season's Quarantine Cup. Until then, goodbye.